Hey guys, welcome back to Ag with Emma. If you're new here, my name is Emma. I'm a grain cart driver for a custom harvest crew. Right now we are in southwest Kansas harvesting corn and milo. Today is the 16th of October, and today's video will be bouncing back to the middle or end of September, and I'm going to show you guys what we were doing in high moisture corn in Nebraska, and then how we break through a field and a couple other things. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll catch you at the end. Context. The high moisture corn that we were cutting is for a feed lot, and we were grinding it and putting it in a pit. So it's a little different than other places that can cut corn at a higher moisture and then place it directly in bins because they have dryers. This stuff was getting harvested in the combine, and it was around 25 to 30 and sometimes a little upwards of 30 in spots, and that created a couple problems in the combine because combines aren't really, I don't know if they're just not meant to handle that high of moisture all the time. I'm assuming yes, because when you run dry corn through it, it cleaned all the gook out. But I'll show you guys what happened when we ran that high moisture corn through the combine. So I don't think the PAM worked.
Yeah, right.
We are inside of the combine. There's the back end. And there was sieves right here. Those are getting cleaned out there. And most of this has been cleaned off already. It was bad, and it's still bad. And Slim's up there chipping away at it. Just a lot of, this is basically like cornmeal. It's just gross. It's all cemented in here. Oh, maybe the camera will stay right there. Wow. This is not a fun job. This is like micro dirty jobs, huh?
This isn't even a dirty job yet.
Yeah. There's just so much junk. So here's how I got all crammed in there. I actually had plenty of space, and I'm lucky that I fit in the back of the combine, but yes, my hair is also green because I got 43,560 followers on TikTok, and I said once I got that I would dye my hair John Deere green. It didn't exactly come out John Deere green, but it's the commitment, right? And there's all the crap we're pulling out, but it got a little, you know, I'm a little tall, so it was a little tight in there, but we got her whipped. And then here's a bigger chunk of that corn goo that we pulled out. Well, I think Slim pulled it out of the other part of the combine. So we are still digging away at these. Shanna's got a headlamp. I might just use my phone.
I'm trying to look your direction.
Yeah, you're fine. It is messy in here. Like, Slim said he's never seen one this bad. So I'm just taking my screwdriver and getting this concrete stuff basically off, and this is like the only thing that works. We have a wire brush in here too, but it is dirty. Ay, ay, ay. We don't gotta worry much about this stuff, but we gotta make sure that these are all cleaned out. So this is the bottom sieve, the one we're leaving out, and when you adjust the sieves, you can take this little knob, and that will open it or close it, so you can see those closing, or you can open it. So, that knob does the same thing as the combine controls, right? Yeah. So when you're adjusting it in your combine, that's all it's doing, is opening and closing those. Little dog. Little dog. Oh, doggy, that corn be looking good. Oh, yeah. So when we cut through a field, we've cut the open edges. So we've cut twice around the field, and then we have to bust a hole through the field. So that combine is gonna fill up, and you can see the auger is facing the corn. So that means I can't drive right next to the auger because I'd be driving on corn. That's no good. So when she is busting a hole through the field, she's gonna fill up as much as she can, and then she's going to turn in like this and cut a little hole for herself so that that auger is sitting right here, and I can pull up under her, and then I can unload her and she can keep cutting down that row so she can make it to the end. So she cut to where she did on this pass, backs up enough that I fit under her auger, because there's a tractor and a cart that has to fit under that auger, and enough room so that she can put enough of a load on me in the right spots. It's not as scientific as it sounds, but that's what we do when we're busting a hole. And remember, filling up as much as she can only is, well, she has to have enough room to cut that little pass out. So she can't be 100% full, but she can be mostly full. And then she is nestled up in there. I'm gonna get straight. Let's see if I can do this with my phone recording at the same time. I'm gonna get up under there because you have to be pretty centered under the auger, otherwise your load is off center. So I think right about here is gonna be good, and I'm like sticking my tires in between those rows. See how she cut and then backed up so there's enough room for my tractor to pull up there. We did start cutting to the other side so they would cut to the left instead of to the right so that they could just keep going on the same row. So we quit cutting to this other side because it saved a lot more time to cut to the left instead of the right. And then she can unload, and there's all that space, so after she's done unloading, she's gonna pull up in here. I'm gonna back up so that I can pull into this little loop around. So by the time she cuts up and then back, I can just loop around and catch her right here, because by the time she's right here again, she's gonna be full because corn is a lot more productive than wheat. I shouldn't say more productive, I should just say that it's a different kind of production, because corn is bigger, it takes up more space, and there's a lot more corn within a pass and back than there is wheat to fill up the combine. So since wheat is smaller, it fills up the combine slower, and since corn is bigger, it fills up the combine fast. And also for reference, we're yielding around 200 to 250-ish bushels average per field in the area that we're in. So we're in southwest Nebraska right now. We're in irrigated corn, high moisture irrigated corn. And I think that does affect the bushels a little bit. She's backing up, so I gotta back up. So she's all done unloading. I backed up so she had enough room to get in there, and the auger didn't hit anything. We didn't have any like close calls. And then I'm gonna pull in here. I'm gonna get turned around. My tractor is gonna be pointed that way, and then she's gonna cut up and then cut back, and by the time she gets back to like around right where I turn around, she's gonna be full again. And then I have around 20,000 pounds on that she just dumped on me. So in the time that it took her to cut through, you know, that much of the field, you can't really see, there's the truck back there. It's not that far, but in the time that it took her to cut that, it was 20,000 pounds of corn. And fun fact, in corn there's 56 pounds in one bushel. So in wheat it was 60 pounds in one bushel, but in corn it's 56. I don't know how high moisture affects that. I know it's different. Not something I've caught on to yet. So just gonna show you real quick. We've got the combine running. The grain cart unloads the combine. The grain cart unloads into those trucks. They park right over there. The trucks take it right over there. And you can see that little stream. That's a stream of ground up corn right there. And then this big old pile right here is all the corn that is coming out of these high moisture fields and getting trucked over there. You can see the white trailer right there, right under the stream. So that stream is going into the pile. The truck is parked on the auger, and it's going up into the hay mixer grinder upper, and then it's going into that big pile. They're pushing it with a tractor, and then later we'll be hauling into the bins, and the feed lot is right there. So it all just kind of comes full circle. I think it's cool. Alright guys, that's that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you like the video, to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment about what you learned or something like that. I don't know. I like to hear what you guys learn or what you guys have to add on to my learning experiences here. You can see all the bugs going wild. But we'll catch you on the next video. Again, thanks for watching, and as always, hasta la pasta.